Hello, everybody. This is a new segment of mine called On the Move. I promise to give you kind of like an off the cuff kind of report and broadcast for those that want to drop on in and check a sister out and hear what it is that I have to share with you while I'm on the move. And currently, I'm on the move in my house. Only because I am have a little tired. Had some readings today, and I feel like it's time to express what's on my heart, astrologically to you, but more so spiritually and ethereally. I don't know who's in the space right now and who's with me live, but hi, thank you for being here. Please follow, share, like, do all that thing. Oh, hi, everybody. Hi, Nicole Butler. There you guys are, you ladies. How you doing? Okay, so DJ Shani is here. Is that your name? I'm so sorry. I wear glasses and sometimes I'm like squinting trying to see who's who. However, let's get to what we're going to talk about on the move. So my on the move movement and subject matter today is staying above the clouds. Squirrel. Here's the deal. Staying above the clouds means a whole lot. Let me break this down astrologically to you, and then we're going to talk about what that thing really means, right? So currently, we have Mars in Capricorn. We have a lot of, not a lot, maybe three Pisces planet, the sun being one of them. Currently, Mars is actually sextiling the sun, which is harmony. It's a good thing, right? It fuels it. It adds to it. It brings light out of it, so to speak, right? Um, and then the moon is in Taurus. That's a beautiful thing because Taurus energy loves Capricorn energy. So this is how I read this thing. This is how Spirit talked to me about it. And this is what I wanted to share with you. That when we go above the clouds, when we go above what it is that the world and what society is trying to show us and or keep us focused on, we can see the bigger picture. Y'all get that? The bigger picture to what's happening in this moment in time is not about your stress. It's not about necessarily Mercury retrograde, in which is grabbing everybody's tongue, causing a lot of accidents out there. So please be careful, okay? Causing havoc and travel and blah, 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 blah. But above the clouds, going above the situation, above what's actually happening, to see the bigger picture is to see this. God is trying to tell you something. Listen, Pisces energy has everything to do with the ethereal, with the ancestors, with our guides. And I know those that have heard me, or I should say that follow me, have heard me say this, but it's a bigger situation now in this moment in time because Mars is giving it energy. So when there's another planet or an asteroid or some other heavenly body that's fueling it, God is really trying to tell you something. Understand this. For those or for somebody, one person who's really, really afraid of their intuition, who doesn't necessarily like to listen to their ancestors. And what I mean by that is that sometimes we hear those voices, right? Sometimes we hear what to say, what to do, and what to say, how to move, how to go about our lives, and we second guess it. If we pull above the clouds, if we pay attention to what Spirit is saying, we pay attention to what our ancestors are saying, and then put that Mars energy behind it and do something, actually do something, right, Taz? You get direction. You get direction from them and then you move. Because when Mars is in Capricorn, it doesn't play. I hope y'all can see me. This feels a little dark. When Mars is in Capricorn, it doesn't play. Right? It's actually hella ambitious and has its way of getting what it wants and going in a direction, and which is surefire, like a goat that's going up the mountain, bit by bit by bit by bit. So pull above the clouds, hear what Spirit is saying, and tap in, and don't be afraid of that thing. We are literally being guided right now. It's kind of scary because it's on fast motion. Intuition like this, boom, 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 boom. Things are being said. People are coming into situations are coming into fruition. Like you see signs and numbers being plastered all over the place, pictures of things that remind you of your grandmother or your grandfather. Like none of this is coincidence, and all of it is there to help you, to remind you to stay strong in the midst of the muddle that's happening. There's a lot of muddle, right? Mercury retrograde does add muddle to a situation, although it allows us to reorganize and reconfigure our lives, right? It also adds a little murky kind of feeling when you're so A-type, atypical, and when you want to stay on things and when you want to make sure things are right in the way that you need to be right. That's that Capricorn energy too, right? But you can't be right if you can't go above the clouds and see what to be right about. Give yourself a moment. Give yourself a moment for the next couple of days, please, to check out, to go into meditation. And speaking of meditation and utilizing that tool to stay above the clouds, it doesn't have to look like some chant shit. I mean, to be truthful with you, I'm not here to talk shit about anybody, but certain people's voices in guided meditations, they don't really resonate with me. So oftentimes, personally, this is just me and I'm just sharing it with you. So maybe you have your own way of getting into a meditative space. You utilize that. Certain people's voices doesn't do that for me. So what do I like? Silence. Nothing. A nice little candle and a sitting up against the couch on the floor. Me and God and all of those that need to come and talk to me in the moment's time. They know that I'm listening. They know that I'm available. They currently know that I need assistance in certain situations. And here's the catch. If you do this and nothing comes, keep going into meditation. There are a lot of things that are in question right now as far as what it is that we need to do. How do we need to move? How to be assertive? So going above it in meditation, escaping for a moment, calling on our ancestors and our guides, actively speaking. Squirrel, I get so tired, I'm going to be honest with you, of people saying to me personally, it's a little gripe, I'm just going to go there for like 30 seconds, saying, oh, I know what to do. Yes, meditation. Yes. Oh, I know what to do. Yeah, I had an astrology reading before. Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, so here's my question to you, to the person that's saying that, right, that I'm mocking in this moment. If you know, why are you not doing it? If you have the books, why are you not showing it? Why are you not proving it? Why are you not practicing it? Does this make sense to y'all? I always have this visual of the wisest man ever, wisest woman ever, who sits in their home with stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of books, but are still unhappy, who are still spiritually unfulfilled, who are still unloved, who are hermit-like, because they have all this information that they do not utilize. There's nothing to the information if you don't practice it, if you don't utilize it, if you don't make mistakes while you're trying to do it. You got to work it. We have to work it. So when we go above the clouds and we hear what we need to hear, we don't get the answer, go back. Get the answer and then believe that it's going to come to you. And then when you hear it, believe that that's what they're telling you to do and work accordingly. Move accordingly. Stay above the situation, y'all. Stay above the clouds. Stay above the nonsense so you can get the real instruction. The real instruction is necessary from those that are rolling around with you. Your grandmother, your grandfather, your ancestors, your guides, your angels, them sweet little fairies that make you laugh, that tickle you in the middle of the night, that sit up on your neck and you're like, what the fuck is that? Like, what is all on my neck? Entities around you, keeping you loving, keeping you open, keeping you connecting to what's really fucking real. Really, I paused on purpose because there's so many people out here to believe that, what is in front of us is the real. As long as I can see it, that's what's real. Really? Hello, sweetie pie face. How you doing? Really? That is the real? What's in front of you? Do you know they manipulate what's in front of you? All day, every day, on the television, in your music, they manipulate what you're hearing, what you're tasting. Them free-ass vaccines that you put in your body in which they're dumping nonsense in you so they can control you. That's real, right? Maybe not. What's real is what's going above you, trying to speak to you from a different dimension, showing you what's happening on the highway miles before you get there. I may sound like I'm rambling, but prayerfully, this is for somebody to stay in meditation, to find a way to get into your intuition, to connect with things that are outside of you, to close your eyes and connect. Be you, tap into you, right? Tap into you and your power and what you know. That is what Mars and Capricorn is fueling all of this Pisces energy that's happening. And here comes the moon in Taurus that says, at the same time, be stable in it. At the same time, know your worth in it. At the same time, eat a little something around it. Celebrate. You dig what I'm saying? Have a little nosh. A little nosh on the nosh. You understand? Like celebrate your body in it, but remain stable. That moon in Taurus. It's all working for us right now. So we can see the practicality in flying above the clouds. Does that make sense? Utilize the information that's given to you. I just came on here to share that with y'all because I'm on the move. And when I'm on the move, again, this is my new segment because I want to stop and just say some shit that's on my heart sometimes. When I'm on the move, I just want to share that with y'all because I know a lot of y'all think what I think. We just have a way of not necessarily expressing it to people because why? We don't want to look crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't necessarily subscribe to our thinking and our way of being, but that doesn't mean that we can't sort out those that do. That's what YouTube is good for, huh? Among some other things. But I will tell you this, I'm going to be better at it. Why? Because I want us to flourish. I want us to win. And I want us to be strong in who we are and to utilize the universal forces that surround us, that are begging for us to be better, to be stronger, to obtain what we need to obtain for our heart, our mind, our body, and our soul. We have to keep it moving. Everything is moving. That's right. I love the comments that are coming up. Thank y'all for joining me live. I really, really appreciate that. Please like and subscribe and share and do all that good stuff that they do here on YouTube. And I'm going to sign out. I don't know how to do that straight away, but here I go. I'm still new at this thing. Bye, everybody. Am I still doing this? It's still going.